Oh, hello, top of the morning. It's me, John, aka SYLENDANNA. That's it. We're done. That's the podcast. Thank you for listening. Goodbye. No, just kidding. It's just starting, just beginning. That is only the beginning. But I just had a thought in my head because I have a bunch of songs that I have finished and I'm about to start uploading some. And I think I'm going to do something a little different where I just upload 4 songs in 1 week. So like upload one on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and then Sunday. I've never done something like that, so I thought it'd be fun. I've tried uploading like 4 songs in a month before, but week by week, which is a good way to do it. But I've never done that where it's like all 4 in 1 week. Just give it a shot. Might as well, try as many things as possible at different strategies and ideas and such. But the thing is, I gotta get cover art and stuff. So as of right now, for me, when creating a musical quote unquote product or just a song or whatever you want to say, since I'm only releasing individual songs and such, that the thing is, I need, oh my God, there's so many keys right there. The only thing I need is just the audio and then something that represents it in a visual format. So that being said, I do make some cover arts and such. Obviously, I'm more of a music person. That's where I excel at, but I do as well make cover art and such. I'm pretty decent at Photoshop. I've been using it for a while, so just creating pretty cool stuff in that department. So pretty much the best way to do it is to create a song, and once you have the audio for the song, you create here's the process. So I'm really dragging this on. It doesn't need to be dragged on like this. But what I do is I create the song. The song's done, and I make a lot of different styles of songs. So it could be like kind of a more rap style of a song, or like EDM, or like crazy Generation Z, style music, whatever the fuck that is. Just crazy dance music, TikTok type of music, I guess you would say. I don't know, whatever you would like to say to describe it. But then you listen to it, you don't even need to have your eyes open. Just close your eyes and what I always think is, what does this sound, what color does this sound like? Which is always a fun question. What color does this sound like? It's a very strange concept. It is and it isn't, though. And you really can, and the way you tell is, so if something sounds a little bit more on the aggressive side, it might be the color red, because red's the color of power. Usually that might come into my head. It's a strong color, aggressive color. Or if it's more, melodic and soft, I might go with like a blue shade or something. And, use your imagination, so on and so forth. Those are just like 2 simple examples. Then it gets a little bit more complicated as you get like green. Because green, if you hear something and it says, and you're like, that sounds like green. That's very like specific, because I'm trying to think of how green, because each of the colors also represent kind of like a certain type of feeling or emotion or energy. Like I said, red is aggressive in power. Blue is like, I forget what blue technically is like. Yeah, but you get the idea, I think. Hope you do. And so yeah, that's kind of what I'm doing right now. I have a lot of finished audio, so I need to just export all of them, which they're already exported, and just listen to them and then determine the color of the song. And once I do that, right after that, then usually the idea comes a lot more natural, because there's no really set formula when it comes to that after part. It's like maybe I'll see something cool, edit something to a similar style on Photoshop and whatnot, but that's basically my process. That's all I need is, at the end of the day, to upload something onto the internet, is you need a piece of audio and then an image that represents it. And then from there, I'll make a bunch of like little videos and edits and stuff to put online and such. But the initial main basic thing about uploading a song for me is cover art and the audio. So very simple. And then when you keep it that, so most people just can overthink it. And not even when I say most people, I mean sometimes me as well. Just overthink it, or it's like, oh, do I need more? It's a lot of procrastination. Just, it's usually not as deep as everyone would make it out to seem, or at least the complicated people, usually hide behind the idea of like never uploading anything because of perfectionism, which is, just insecurity with lipstick on, is the way I look at the perfectionism. Because, like, it's just that concept of perfectionism. But I want to stay on topic of the cover art. So, yeah, that's how I pretty much figured that out. So I need to do that. And then I'm going to try to do 4 uploads in 1 week. That'd be really fucking interesting to see. But other than that, staying consistent, very consistent with just making music, very in tune with everybody that's in my world right now, whether it be musically or just even in my real life. Very in tune with how I'm just running a business, just all that kind of thing. I just feel really happy about it. Doing stuff with my twin brother, and it's really a blessing, honestly. So just staying good, staying accountable, staying positive, and we're gonna do this shit. I love it. I fucking love it. It's been a really good year so far. Well, from an analytics standpoint, musically, it's been my best year and everything, which is great. But I'm just trying to make an impact on people's lives, different music stuff. I'm pretty much just waiting for vocals back from this one person. I've been sending instrumentals to for like 2 years. I'll just say her name. No, I won't yet. But she's just a pretty large. She's larger in her like social media accounts, which is always a good thing, I suppose. I guess not always. It doesn't. It really doesn't play a factor, the analytical standpoint of social media and all that kind of thing, because some people have like 1 million followers and have like $20 in their bank account. Like, I mean, you'd have to be pretty stupid to do that, but it's like stuff like that is real. Like, and yeah, so you don't want to be in that category. With that being said, I had sent this person vocals for like 2 years, or instrumentals, my bad, not vocals, instrumentals and such for damn near 2 years. I even checked on the DMs, and I had started DMing her like February of 2018, so pretty much like the end of 2017, damn near, which is crazy because that's been a good amount of time since then. And you just hammer away at it, and just send stuff to people, and if they don't respond or anything, it's just like, okay, that's no big deal. I'll just see you in a month or 2 months or 3 months or whenever I decide to send you more music, more instrumentals that you might be interested in, that might fit your style and everything. And I'm very unegotistical or is that even the right word? I don't know if it's even an ego thing, but very unemotional, I suppose you would say, when it comes to if someone doesn't respond to something I send to them. When it comes to music stuff, it's just like, that's no big deal. Now's not the time, but I'll be back to send you more stuff. I just have such a good thought process on it, I feel like, or a healthy one at least. And that's all I can hope for, and I thank you for that. So, yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anything else to say that's going on in my world. Just the only thing going on in my world is just consistency. Just every day doing a little bit to get to where you want to be. I always say that if you just do one thing every day to get to where you want to be, or at least in that trajectory, if you don't have a certain, you don't have to have a certain destination, but you could have a trajectory. Like, I don't really know what I want to do, but I want to go in this direction, at least, or in this range. That if you just do something every day, it just compounds in the sense of, one day turns to a week, so then that's 7 things you did in 1 week to get to where you want to be, which is pretty great. I mean, and realistically, I don't know about I can only speak for myself, but a lot of the time I'll do more than one thing a day. Or like, some days you might not have a day where you even are feeling anything. Like, just like, I just not feeling anything today. It's usually a little bit rare for me, honestly. That doesn't happen too much. I always try to stay consistent enough. But honestly, though, you do need to have like breaks. Like, there will be like a full 4 days or 5 days where I'll just like maybe go camping or go on quote unquote vacation and just relax and not even open up a laptop or computer or music or do anything like that. Because it's sometimes that in itself can help you go get, create stuff better, because you have had a break and everything for a little bit just to refresh it up your mind and such. Yeah. So that's, yeah. Well, there's kind of a point to all this. Yeah. Well, I mean, even if you just do one thing on average per day, after a year, that's like 300 plus different things that you've done. And that's pretty amazing, honestly. I mean, 300 individual tasks that you've done or objectives is a good amount. I mean, and 1 year is not a long time. I'm only 24 years old, and I always tell people that I've really only felt conscious in the sense of like, you have your own thoughts, and in the sense of like, oh, I actually like this food, not being fed food that, your parents give you or whatnot when you're just growing up. When you're like 2 years old, it's like you're not really, I don't think anyone's really thinking at that age in the sense of like who you are as a person in this world. And I'd say that it really started around, probably around age 10, I feel like, is when I started having a lot of like more memories and such. Maybe you could probably trace some earlier, but I'm just going to call it 10 years old for me. So if we look at it like that, I've been alive for 24 years, obviously, but really only been conscious for about 14 years. And the average life expectancy for my family is, well, my grandma's in her 90s now, like mid-90s, so it's like, or I think mid-90s, I don't remember, but 90s nonetheless. And if I've only been conscious for around, been alive for 24 years, but like 14 years, I have another 80 plus years ahead of me. Plus with modern medicine, then that's my grandma. She was born in the fucking, like, the early 1900s, which is kind of crazy. That's wild. Early 1900s. I don't know what the hell she was doing, but she was probably eating saltine crackers during the Great Depression. And I'm over here eating, like, the best food, like, eating literally like kings, like chicken, broccoli, like, just healthy, very healthy foods all day. It's kind of amazing. So, the life expectancy, got another probably 80 years, but realistically, maybe even a lot more than that. You don't know. Maybe even, who knows? Maybe people will live to start seeing like the early hundreds, like normally, not as like they're barely making it into their hundreds, but like, oh, you're 105 years old. Wow, you just carry yourself and move around like you're 80, like something like that. But I guess we'll just have to see how time plays out. But there's too much good modern medicine, and let alone modern medicine, just modern diet and such. So that's pretty crazy to me, honestly. So you got plenty of time to do everything you want to do. So just relax. Even looking at things in just the 10-year period, in the sense of that, like, yeah, plenty of time. People want things really quick. Let's just be patient. It'll all come to you. As long as you're actively, doing something a little bit every day, at least like how I say, just a little bit every day, you'll get there. It's funny. Everybody has their own dreams and their own goals. And the beauty of it is it doesn't affect anybody else's goals or dream. Like, they're so individual and specific to you that if you were to accomplish everything you wanted, it wouldn't put any negativity or take away from anybody else. It's really just a game in your head of what you want to achieve. And yeah, that's just so fucking fascinating just to think about stuff like that. It's probably a good conversation to go back and forth with someone, but I'm just by myself right now talking through my phone. So, yeah, that being said, I might go practice playing the piano for a little bit and singing, because that's a really good method to just do right when you wake up, and keeps yourself fresh. Musical ideas will come to you, fun stuff like that. But the last thing I'm going to say is, I have those folders from all the years I've made music from, so I have them very organized. Like 2013 is when I started making music, technically, I guess we'll call it that. And I have the folders from there, all the folders, so 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, in individual folders. And I'm thinking about next year, the very beginning, uploading, and I have lots of songs in there, just uploading the whole 2013, because it's on my computer, like just collecting cyber dust, if you will. So I might as well just upload every single song I've ever made and put it online. It wouldn't hurt anything. I mean, probably be just a good move to do, to be honest, because why would I want it just sitting on this hard drive rather than I can just have it sitting online somewhere, even if I don't necessarily I would just probably upload, because say there's like 30 songs in 2013, 20 to 30 songs, because I didn't really make as many back then, because it was harder for me to like actually finish songs in 2013, and I've just probably upload as like one big playlist or album or whatnot, just labeled basically 2013 or something along those lines. I'll determine something decent with it, and yeah, just upload those and just have them online, at least just to chill out and do their thing, just hang out online. 2013 folder, vibing online. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. I just feel like I have to do that. Like something in my heart just says like, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I will be. I'll probably just do one cover art piece for all the songs, like just something about like logo, like SYLENDANNA 2013 discography or playlist or whatnot, or just whatever, and something like along those lines as well. And call it just 2013, or when the next year starts, maybe in January, like mid-January, I'll just upload the whole 2013, and then in February upload the whole 2014, March 2015, and then by the time it gets to like, what would it be, May, June, or July, I'll have uploaded all those years, because how many years has it been since 2013, 14, 16, 17, 18, 20, so around 8 years. Okay, fuck yeah, that's really great. I had no musical experience prior to 2013, well, a little bit, but not really though. No, not really. It was just like school classes that you had to do, and I didn't really appreciate it at the time, or even know. I didn't fathom any idea of any music stuff. But then 2013 came along, around 2012, 2013, and I was like, this is fucking awesome. Let's start doing this. And here I am today, and I feel pretty good. I'm come a long way. I remember when you would first download some of the music softwares, they come with already created songs that were like really advanced and complicated. I'm like, whoa, how are they making these like giant project files with music on it? And it's just like, how did they make all this? And now I feel like I can comfortably make all that kind of stuff that they were showing, like, and the complexity of the music projects, it looked so impressive, and I can do that now, and I'm really fucking happy about that. It's really awesome. Yeah, so yeah, that's all I have to say. Hope everyone is doing well out there. It's beautiful weather right now. It's early mid-October, and the transition of fall is upon us. Some trees are still completely green, some are completely orange and pink, and leaves are falling off, and it's a beautiful transition to see. Stay healthy out there. Take your vitamins. Go run a mile. Drink some water. Chill out. Relax. Just relax. Alright, that's all I have to say. Until next time.